Welcome, Moriah, to your astrological natal chart report. This is the Peace Dealer, and as you can see, we are ready to interpret this glorious chart. If you're 89 and if you're 90, I give you preferential treatment. And the reason for this is we are a part of a squad that is distinct yet very important. It is called Goat Squad. Shout out to Roller Skate Queen. As representatives of Goat Squad, we are the only ones in the zodiac that have Saturn conjunct Uranus, conjunct Neptune, and Capricorn. This allows us the full fusion of incredible supernatural ability, and it's this conjunction that starts this cycle of supernatural powers. What does this mean? It means even though everyone born before 89 has super psychic abilities that they're going to evolve into supernatural ability actually starts with that triple conjunction, and it's all based on the way showers before. But our Saturn return, not only kicking off the Apocalypse 2020, brings in this ability. Like we're Goat Squad because we're going to bring in some of the most significant changes into legislature, Congress, executive branches all around the world. And we're pretty much with our Saturn returns ushering in supernatural power. Saturn in Aquarius is going to bring this to the stars. Saturn in Pisces is going to now warp reality with this. And the Saturn in Aries, Pluto Sagittarius axis takes us to a whole nother level. They are the golden children. All right. This is what's going to lead into the baby geniuses. And so what's very key here is with 1990 and the latter half of 89, we see Jupiter quickly move through Gemini and go into Cancer. Okay. Shout out to 1990 gang. Moriah, I see you were born early 89. So you have your North Node in Pisces and your Jupiter on my rising in Taurus. Okay. In fact, you and I have opposite rising signs. So right off the bat, you having your rising sign in Scorpio does not just make you Moriah. You are Queen Moriah. Pure Queen Moriah. Your title is not only that of Pure Queen and Transformer, but with this royal bearing of the AC 25 degrees mastered, there's an intensity of purity and psychological genius that goes into the psychological ways you deal with other people and apply applied psychology into the expression of your personality, amongst other things, because there's a secret to the Scorpio rising that has not yet been unlocked. And, you know, a lot of people don't know that about y'all. So to make matters even wilder, we already know Aquarius is the alien of the zodiac. But, you know, concerning this reading, you, my friend, you're one of us. You're an alien. You are a instrument alien because Pluto is near your rising. And so I'm going to attach an article, okay, about you having Pluto on your rising. And this not only makes you a Pluto instrument alien. If we look at the mechanics of this, Pluto instrument aliens are able to make themselves way more appear as an animal, identify enemies, okay, confront with true courage and fearlessness, bring irreversible change, and cause others to see what is occurring on deeper levels. From someone who's also an alien construct, I have this more on my moon, because I'm Taurus rising and I have Pluto shadow on the DC. I also have this too, but you have this more directly, and this is so very badass, my friend. This is a testament to how amazing you are, and it's something you definitely want to earn with pride. I always tell Leos and Leo risings to hair flip. Okay, so like if you're a Leo rising, you're a walking king or queen, And like, if anyone gives you shit, just hair flip. Just be like, honey bun, you don't shine as bright as me, and I have more clout than you. Okay, the play is about me, honey bun. It's not about you. Okay, so you have this even stronger. You're already queen because Aquarius is the cosmic queen. So you already bear the highest royal nobility as an aqua sun. And then you have this exalted 10th house as your first house as pure queen. So your Leo rising, right, is going to hair flip. Scorpio rising, if anyone tests your authority, all you have to do, my friend, give him the death stare. And see, this is what I love about you, Moriah. You already have this perfected. You didn't need anyone to teach you this, okay? If anyone just messes with you, all you gotta do is just like, and they'll get it, and they'll be like, oh my god, I forgot, she's a queen, I didn't know. So like, that's power. And the important thing here is that the universe responds more to fixed vibrations because it's stronger. And you want to think of it kind of like how when you're charging electricity, we know that electricity is kind of related to Aquarius. The electricity is only going to hit the most charged substance. Does that make sense? Like, it's going to strike what's conducted, and that's representative fixed sign energies. They're the most intense, fixed, concentrated energies. God, the universe, is going to respond to fixed more than it will respond to cardinal or mutable because you're the strongest. So right off the bat, we've already illustrated not only are you pure Queen Moriah, but you represent Aquarius. And with your moon mastered in Cancer, you possess not only a holy soul, which is a huge deal, on the 9th house cusp, which means you're self-taught, which we'll get into, but you carry the vibration of holy knowledge. Okay, holy knowledge is like a sacred tome that you would find in the holies of the holies. Sacred holy knowledge that not everyone will have privy to. And this speaks of, and this is your base form attribute. You are born a representative of holy Cancer moon, knowledge, Aquarius sun. Okay. And so not only, right, I'm so glad you affirmed yourself, taught. Having a 9th house moon is so key. I have a 9th house moon. And the reason why it allows us to be self-taught, first of all this incredible power in Capricorn means that you have incredible skill sets. You were born a child prodigy. Whether you were recognized for it is one thing, but scientifically speaking, your body language alone and how you're able to read and discern body language and now gain telepathy through reading body language instead of thoughts only adds to the celestial nature of your spirit. As an Aquarius sun, you're celestial. You walk amongst mortal beings. We've already established your queen. So the way you're self-taught as a moon in Cancer is you're receptive to emotions around you, and people's actions, Cancer moon, make you receptive to the sincerity of their character, which gives you a composite of how they are, who they are on the inside. And based on that, you're able to teach yourself stuff about any field and about, most importantly, people, which makes you a gangster because you can only pull this off as Aquarius. Like, that's genius. Like, to be able to do that within seconds. We're going to get more complex into why this is supernatural, but this is something important because with Chiron in Cancer, your soul is now a bit of a healer, and this can open you up to be wounded. Shout out to Big Empress Energy, and shout out to Ann, who's in the building. So your moon in Cancer is in the middle of an intergalactic warfare right now because it's opposite all this Cap energy. So Moriah, can you confirm to me that you're the recipient of psychic attack? It doesn't have to be directly from an individual. Just think of it as your soul being a part in the crossfire, feeling all this intense energy. If you feel psychically attacked, it's because you are. It's just because the sincerity of your soul is being attacked by traditional energies that are devoid of the nurturing feeling, that compared to what you hold space for can really feel like cold and heartless. And then Mars is squaring this right now. This is meant to empower you more, but to also put in check these evil ass energies, to be honest. So because all of this falls in your second, what you might be healing right now is this sense of vulnerability for who you can trust, for who can value you. Because you all this third house Capricorn that falls into your second, first of all, Venus is attached to it, which is so amazing. Okay. I just kind of want to back up. Uranus, Saturn, Neptune. You and I are alike in that we've completed our Saturn return. We're finishing it off in Capricorn, and Saturn in Capricorn represents the beginning of the late bloomer generation. Okay. People born in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Okay. They were not late bloomers. Now, late bloomers exist amongst them. But one thing that is very key about the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s is they were forced to grow up quick. This is why people look at us millennials a little different. Because, like, if you think about, like, people born in the 40s, 50s, they either were veterans of war, 30s, 20s, veterans of war, had to go through the Great Depression, had to go through economy. Like, these people had to grow up really fast. They did not have a choice. Revolution movements in the 70s, 60s versus us at the 90s and late 80s who got to watch cartoons. We got to go outside and play. We got to see the cordless phone turn into the cordless phone, turn into the cell phone, all right, turn into smartphones. Like, we got to see all of that. And so to this older generations, we're millennials, right? We bask into the peace of everything the older generation basically built for us. And it's like, we're not really as respected because not a lot of us had to go really through a lot of the issues that older people do. And now what does that mean? This is very important. If you're in the 80s or 90s watching this, there is an unconscious burden from the older generation for why haven't you succeeded yet? When I was your age, okay, when I was in my 20s, I did this, and this. And what they don't realize is they were forced to grow up fast. Anyone who's born in the 80s, 90s, 30 years minimum. You can't come into success before 30. First of all, normally Saturn return is 29 years. So Capricorn, because it's collective Earth, is so powerful. The collective responsibility is going to take the first 30 years of your life to step into the context. But this is so important. The unconscious expectation to succeed before 30s is something that is going to be relative to us in the 90s because everyone before then had to do it. And so they think we have to do it when we're not even supposed to. Like this energy is slow moving because what you're going to accomplish is way more incredible than anyone before. It's borrowed and based off of what they paved the way for. But that doesn't mean that there won't be people who succeed before 30 in our generation. But we are the late bloomer generation. This is so important. It's specific. This is why we're getting married later. People in our age, we're not getting married as early as people did. We're not really reaching like higher levels of success as early as certain people did because we're not meant to. And so I really feel the need to let you know this, my friend, because falling in the second, you're very hard on yourself. And you're ascended. You're a cosmic celestial queen. So you know what you're capable of. And so you can be very hard on yourself. And you can feel like you haven't accomplished enough when you've accomplished more than enough at your age. And the best is yet to come. But I need to let you know, because of that Pluto aspect, like, you are not obligated to reach a level of success at all. At all. You're not, I mean, you just became 30. Like, you're just completing your Saturn return. And because this is the next level of power, Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn in Capricorn, this is supernatural ability. Takes 30 years minimum. Period. Because with great power comes great responsibility. Every other zodiac sign and generation before had their outer planets in lower zodiac signs, which correlates to a younger age, which means that they can step into it earlier. So this is why it's frustrating for so many of you born in the 90s, born in the late 80s and you feel like, why haven't 30 is the new 18, to be honest. Like, why haven't I really reached success? Beloved, you're not even meant to, my friend. You're not even meant to, fam. Like, your success is so great. You got to take your time with it because it's going to encompass the whole world. You're now in a society where you can connect with people from all over the world where your predecessors were not able to do so. Okay, so keep that in mind. Especially Moriah, like, you're healing the trust and worth you feel in yourself because you might have made yourself believe that I don't feel like you don't think you're good enough, because I know you have very powerful confidence, but let's just establish that, like, you're already incredible. Okay. And I mean, the science does not lie. Like, to have all of this in the second, third, you have supernatural ability to manifest. This is tied into this incredible attitude you have. And so if we think of the causal realm, Uranus, the astral realm, Neptune, and the material realm of existence, Saturn, Saturn is the incarnation plane. If you look at your Saturn sign, then you know that over 2.5 years, you incarnated with other people, maybe 10,000 or 100,000 other people who also have your same Saturn. Saturn is the incarnation plane that brings people out of non-material existence into existence. It brings the souls into existence. So you were a part of the North Node Pisces. See, I'm North Node Aqua. So you, being born 89, got off the connecting flight, right? You were in the original plane, right? The plane landed in North Node in Pisces. We all got off the plane, and then North Node Aqua got on the connecting flight in Saturn Capricorn, and then we went to North Node Aqua. You were North Node Pisces, so you were the first out. You got the highest divine destiny. This is the Janae Aiko Big Sean destiny, because they were born 88. And so the significance as a North Node Aquarius, which, all honor to you, I honor all Aquarians, because as a North Node Aqua, I'm actually here to serve y'all. Aqua Moon, Aqua Sun, Aqua Rising, definitely Aqua Sun. No. And so as a North Node Aqua, what we're meant to do is to intergalactically take the source of light at Leo and now connect with higher celestial beings, push the narrative of sociology and society by being weird, different, innovative, genius, pushing the limits. Okay. Connecting the world cosmically, creating networks. And this is only possible because of y'all, North Node in Pisces. North Node in Pisces is reestablishing supernatural divine magic for the collective. And so think of magicians. If you think of magicians on sci-fi, North Node in Pisces is bringing that back. It's taking the resources of real magic to in fact, it's y'all last lifetime, because you're going from real back to heaven. Unlike North Node Virgo that brings heaven to earth. So a lot of y'all are like, oh my God, good riddance, get me out of this. It doesn't mean you're an escape artist, but it does speak of the high nature of your soul and how you're ready to really, move forward. But because you blend the astral realm, causal realm, and material realm together in Capricorn, this is the initialized cycle that created for moving forward the ability to literally manipulate matter at a subatomic level. And that's something that only awakens now that Saturn has returned. And what it should feel like for you is that power is returning. You're returning to your former glory, because this superpower that you have is too powerful. Okay. Shout out to the boomers. Okay. This is very, very, very important, because think of Saturn as like a license, right? Think of Saturn as a car, your superpower. So you were born with this car, but you weren't old enough to drive the car. So you had a chauffeur. Now that you're 30 and it's returned, you're not only certified to drive it, you not only have the authority to drive it, but you also have the power. Your power has returned. And now that it's going to go in Aquarius, it's going to manifest the knowledge of how to express this through your attitude and giving you a private understanding of knowledge. And this is so very important, because no one other than 8990 with this has full control over the astral and causal realm. This is free mastered ability to astral project, to discern and channel. The reason why Uranus is correlated with channeling is that it channels beings from the causal realm of your mind to now link that uni mind. And that's really the best way I can explain it. It's not really the perfect explanation, but as Jupiter has evolved this, as Saturn has mastered this, and Pluto has awakened this is really you becoming a leader, okay? Especially as an Aquarius queen. This is the new age of Aquarius we're stepping into. And so you're definitely coming into a sense of yourself that, remember, as a representative of holy knowledge, all right, sincerity and this collective expression of knowledge, you're in a position close to Mercury retrograde to express to people the hidden nature of knowledge. Because now, as a Scorpio rising, the purity with which you express allows you awareness of this fourth house Aquarius energy, hidden knowledge, to where you can understand the hidden knowledge of any experience in anybody. It is very much so a superpower. But in the third house, you express this in your attitude. This, of course, the Capricorn energy falling in your second house speaks of how you manifest this incredible nature through your heart. And we must talk about your heart, because this incredible trine to Jupiter gives you a mastery of manifestation ability through your relationships with other people. And this is where the Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune conjunction tie with your heart. Venus in Capricorn is a heart of integrity. You're like me with my moon in Capricorn, where if I get in a relationship with somebody, we got to sign an agreement. I feel like for some people that takes the romance away, but that's romantic to me. Like, we need to get a paper. We be our own lawyers. We got to sign and draft an agreement. These are the terms of the agreement for our relationship. It's like you treat it like a business. It's serious. And you take love very serious. You don't want your time wasted at all. It just doesn't help that you have and I do mean supernatural psychic power tied to your heart, making your heart not only super powerful, but whenever you take any action that is aligned in integrity of your heart, you can manifest anything and everything. And I'm so great to know that you do have good business partnerships, because the integrity of your attitude, and then Jupiter on the 7th, which you bring so much to the table of relationships. You bring so much value to evolve someone's value in a relationship and help them feel much more, nurtured and valued. Okay. But with the moon and Chiron, you're already aware of knowledge. You're going to be receptive to the hidden feelings that they have and the shade they may throw at you, or the inner obsession they may have of you. And the thing with this is, with Uranus and Neptune opposite this moon in Chiron, this now juxtaposes everything you feel as the Cancer moon to now link this with your perceptual awareness of their body language. So not only can you read their body language, your moon can feel the feelings that are influencing their body language in the 9th and show them, because you got receipts. And so we say that your MC is in Virgo 33, because 11 degrees, your legacy, MC Virgo, is not only to change the world and the way the world analyzes facts, but because it's in the 11th house, as a Scorpio rising, you're going to belong to a community of masters, all right? And analytical critics that help guide society moving forward. Your Mars is in sensual Taurus, so you like it nice and slow, sensual and determined, which is awesome, because we now see that your heart is sensual and your desire is sensual, and you're very sexually skilled. You're slow when it comes to the way you like it in bed, and when it comes to the way you like to do it, and when it comes to your actions. And this is very, very, very important because this will speak of the determined quality of slowly but surely reaching climax, or slowly but surely reaching that goal. It means once you actually decide to take action, you're not giving up. And Jupiter adds so much abundance and wisdom to how you can harness the physical. It also means you're very physically strong. So, people may see you have the Scorpio rising, but you will mess someone up. Not in the Aries Mars way where it's like, oh, mess you up. It's like you can charge energy physically, and like the bull, once you get mad, I would not want to be around you. Now, Mars squares, I wouldn't want to be beefing with you. Mars squares the sun. Okay, and so this Mars square is a clash between the detached nature of your spirit and the determined, focused quality of your desire. It actually makes you super strong. And now this is a mind-body link between the knowledge you're aware of and how you can take action of it slowly, but surely. So Mars in Aries is like, and then Mars in Taurus is like, yeah, 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 yeah. See, we have a steady rhythm, and it's slowly but surely heating up. And then we got Venus in Capricorn, so you got the incredible heart act. You got it going on, yo. You got it going on. Nobody better sleep on you, yo, because like you be hot mama with it. Okay, so like we just kind of already illustrated how you're not only pure queen, but you're supernaturally powerful. And now this is all for a purpose. Because you're here to very much so lead humanity in the way they not only embrace this more supernatural divine quality of themselves. North Node is in your fifth, so you're meant and destined to become independent, living your dreams. But this is taking the resources of real science, real magic, to make literal this abstract science fiction divine magic that's not science fiction. It's, real. So yes, you are very naturally sensual. This opposes Pluto in Scorpio. So be very mindful, because with Pluto around your rising, you can attract a lot of jealousy. People can hate on the queen, and you might have to death stare a mofo or two. Okay, but I have Venus opposite Pluto, so I can generate sexual attention. I can also kind of attract hate in a weird way. Mars is no different, but you have direct control over this. With your sensual touch, you can make people hot and bothered. And I don't want to make this overtly sexual, but it's very important to really express this, because you may not always intend to. Like, and this could be very difficult, because you're Aquarius, right? You may just want to detach. You may just want to be cool with people, but you accidentally touch someone a little bit on accident, and now they think you're coming on to them, because you can expertly control. Let me show you this. You can control the level of sexual tension that is generated by your physical touch to the intensity of what is through the tension felt. And this can make you a master of seduction. Okay, so outside of that, you said I'm very sexual, so I get it. It's part of it. Thank God. Yeah, that's very, very funny. Like, it's not funny. It's very important. A large part of you is your sexuality, but not like in a fire sign way, where like you're lusty and you're open with it. It's in a very subtle way. It's in a very deep, intense vibe. And you can help disarm and heal the way people can feel more comfortable being sexual around you, even in platonic settings. So all power to you, Queen. Thank you so very much for ordering this. I'm going to upload this on YouTube so you can check it out there too. And I'm going to send this to you right now. So you stay blessed as always. And until next time, peace.